the final race before the chase in the Reebok Cup Series Season 4 comes to the Richmond International Raceway for the Toyota Owners 400. Four drivers still have a realistic shot at making it into the chase. Greg Biffle sits on the bubble spot right now with 63 points. Right outside him is the 14 of Tony Stewart, 7 points behind, who starts second. Joey Logano and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 10 and 11 points behind respectively. They're going to have a lot of work to do if they want to make it into the chase. Two drivers are locked in. Those are Denny Hamlin in the 11 and Carl Edwards in the 99. After this race, it's going to be one of the craziest races ever, as always is a race before the chase. At the conclusion of the Toyota Owners 400, we will know who the fourth chase field is. On row 1, we have the 56 of Martin Truex Jr. and the 14 car of Tony Stewart. Starting in row 2, we have the 18 car of Kyle Busch and the 24 car of Jeff Gordon. Rolling off in row 3, we have the 2 car of Brad Keselowski and the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Starting in row 4, we have the 99 of Carl Edwards and the 15 car of Clint Bowyer. Starting off in row 5 today, we have the 20 of Matt Kenseth and the 22 of Joey Logano. In row 6 today, we have the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. In row 7, we have the 10 car of Danica Patrick and the 5 car of Casey Kane. In row 8, we have the 11 car of Denny Hamlin and the 9 Ford of Marcus Ambrose. Starting off today in row 9, we have the 78 car of Kurt Busch and the 21 car of Trevor Bayne. In row 10, we have the 43 of Eric Almirola and the 16 of Greg Biffle. And rounding out the field today, in row 11, we have the 42 car of Kyle Larson and the 39 car of Ryan Newman. Field's coming up turn 4. We're green flag racing here in Richmond. Martin Truex Jr. leads him down the back straightaway with Tony Stewart on his outside. Keselowski pulls to the inside of Kyle Busch, and now he's going to look for second. He's going to take second here. But Martin Truex Jr. has opened up a lead over top of him, already closing on lap traffic. And we've got a spin. Hamlin to the outside wall, takes out Biffle, a huge chase contender. Kyle Larson is down pit road. Here's another look at what happens. Going into turn 3, it looks like Hamlin just gets squished in there by Danica Patrick, goes up, hits the wall, comes down right in front of the field, and the caution is out. We're back on the way on lap 4. Martin Truex Jr. jumps out to a big lead, and Tony Stewart takes second. 4 wide throughout the field now. Martin Truex Jr. now has a decent lead with lap 6 underway. Right now an 8-point margin between the chasers and the non-chasers right now, with just 4 laps to go. Now Martin Truex Jr. with a huge lead. Coming off of turn 4, 3 laps remaining on board with Tony Stewart. And we've got a crash. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is upside down. Hard crash in turn 3. Here's how it looks like Ambrose gets into the back of Stenhouse, turns him up right in front of Clint Bowyer. Nowhere for Bowyer to go. We're back underway with 2 laps to go. 3 wide. Joey Logano has to win to make it into the chase. He's in third right now. 1 lap to go. Does Stewart have enough for Martin Truex Jr.? He looks under him. He gets under him. And Tony Stewart takes the victory at Richmond. Martin Truex Jr. comes in a very close second. And Tony Stewart gets the victory. Martin Truex Jr. finishes second. Joey Logano is third. His teammate Brad Keselowski is 5th. Carl Edwards 4th. Jimmy Johnson is 6th. Kyle Busch rounds out the top 7. That'll be a good run for him. In 8th, we have Jeff Gordon, and Matt Kenseth is 9th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 10th. Kurt Busch a decent run on 11th. Casey Kane 12th. Ambrose trying to make the most of a disappointing season in 13th. Kyle Larson 14th. Trevor Bayne is 15th. And 16th is Danica Patrick. 17th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. after being involved in that crash. Clint Bowyer is in 18th. Denny Hamlin 19th. Greg Biffle in 20th. I don't know if he's going to be able to make the chase. Eric Almirola 21st. And Ryan Newman rounds out the field in 22nd. The standings here going into the chase, these 7 drivers have made it into the chase. Carl Edwards, Hamlin, Stewart, Busch, and Johnson are all tied at 152. Then Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski just 2 points behind. 3 races in this chase until we have a champion. Joey Logano, Greg Biffle, and Martin Truex Jr., they came so close to making it into the chase. Stenhouse Jr. had a good chance going in there until he got wrecked there. Kenseth was a little too far behind before this race even started. The bottom third of the field, Danica Patrick and Clint Bowyer tied for 16th. Trevor Bayne in 18th. Ryan Newman 19th. Kyle Larson 20th. And not a very good year for RPM in 21st and 22nd.